Hi, everyone, and welcome to Parsec's first webinar. Thank you for joining us today. My name is Avery. I'm on the marketing team here at Parsec, and today I'm joined by Rachel and Daniel from the Solutions Architect team, and they'll be leading us through the 3 different ways to collaborate with Parsec. If you have any questions throughout today's presentation, please drop them in the Q&A. The button is at the bottom of your chat, and the team will answer them during a dedicated Q&A session at the end. So before we get into the different ways to collaborate using Parsec, I want to give a quick introduction to anyone that might be new to Parsec. Parsec is a high-performance, low-latency remote desktop solution that makes it feel like you're sitting directly at your workstation, no matter where you're accessing it from. Parsec's business solution offers the performance and the responsiveness that creative teams need to get their work done, along with the security and granular controls that their organizations require. And something that many people don't know about Parsec is that it's also a super powerful remote collaboration tool, which is what we're going to talk about in more detail today. While today's session is focused on the collaboration within the media and entertainment space, Parsec does support a much broader audience, as you can see by some of the customers that we have listed on this slide. And regardless of industry, if you need access to GPU-enabled hardware and software, Parsec is going to improve your team's remote work experience. Implementing Parsec into your organization's workflow can have tons of positive impacts on your business, ranging from improving employee productivity and happiness to enabling the access to global talent. Parsec enables these outcomes all while making the concerns of remote productivity and in-office collaboration a thing of the past. What most people think about when they think of a remote desktop solution, whether it's Parsec or something else, they're thinking about the ability to access their machine when it's physically located somewhere else. And what we're here to talk about today isn't necessarily that one-to-one connection, but rather the ability to connect and collaborate with many colleagues at once in real time. Here at Parsec, we like to describe that as the ability to walk over to your colleague's desk virtually or to look over their shoulder virtually. And in today's demo, we're going to see Daniel quickly invite Rachel into the workstation so that they can review a video that they're working on in DaVinci Resolve together. Inviting team members into your workstations for feedback or collaboration sessions is a common use case that we see among Parsec customers. Beyond the use case that I just described, there are several other ways that you can collaborate within Parsec. It was designed with security in mind, so your business can pick and choose between the ways to collaborate that align with their workflows while not jeopardizing their security policies. The first way to collaborate with Parsec is what I just described, where you can invite one or many people into your workstation through a link invitation. The second way to collaborate is using friend requests. When a colleague is your friend within the Parsec app, they can simply request access to your computer as needed, and that can be really great for ad hoc sessions. The third way is making your workstations pooled so that geographically distributed teams can share them across different time zones. We have some customers that lovingly refer to this as their Parsec farms. And this is also really great for reducing the cost of hardware. The final way to collaborate with Parsec is using guest access passes, which can be used to invite external collaborators like your contractors or clients into your machine for a set period of time with limited access and controls. Parsec is also now part of Unity Technologies, so we have access to other incredible tools that can make work and collaboration easier, like SyncSketch. SyncSketch is a visual collaboration tool, and when paired with Parsec, it can help with even more detailed reviews and collaboration capabilities. So if you're interested in learning more about SyncSketch, be on the lookout because we will have an upcoming webinar with them. All right, so now that we went through the different ways to collaborate using Parsec, Daniel and Rachel have put together a fun skit about some of the challenges of remote collaboration and how Parsec can help to solve those frustrations. Let's take a look.
Remote work is great for flexibility, but do you find it hard to collaborate with agility? You want to show your boss your new design, but the video quality starts to decline.
So imagine it looks kind of like this, but I don't know how clear it is on your end. Are you able to see it?
It's a little out of focus. Do we need to reshoot? Words don't always convey your message well. Sometimes you need to show and not tell.
How would it look if we made the title a little larger?
Yep, I can do that.
When your explanation is left to interpretation, leading to miscommunication, solve it with a demonstration. Give consideration to an invitation for collaboration. Parsec allows for remote collaboration that feels like you're sitting at the same desk. Administrators can manage access permissions, and users can limit the applications that are shared. Don't delay, try Parsec today.
I love Rachel's play on words in that. All right, so now that we had a little fun with that skit, Rachel and Daniel have also put together a more detailed demo covering all the basics of collaboration within Parsec.
Parsec lets you virtually walk over to a colleague's desk and look over their shoulder, or take control to seamlessly collaborate remotely. We are going to show you how to collaborate with Parsec. So I'm going to be connecting into Daniel's computer, and he has a few ways of sharing his machine with me. As we can see here, we're on the Parsec admin panel under the team computers, and we have this computer here assigned to Daniel. So right now in the Parsec app, I do not have it available to connect to. So there are 3 ways that I can join his computer. The first one is via a share link, which is what we're going to be showing you. The next is if we are friends, then I will see his computer as an option to connect to, and then he will have to approve the request for me to join. And the third is with guest access, which is a way to share a computer with someone inside or outside of your organization for a limited period of time with restricted app access optionally. So first I'm going to show you adding Daniel as a friend. If I just start typing his username and then add him, it's going to send him a friend request that he will have to accept for us to become friends. And now that he's accepted it and we are friends, I can see all of his computers. And if I were to try to connect to one of these with the connect button, it would give him a prompt to approve my connection request. But now we're going to show you generating a share link to have someone join your computer.
All right, so the machine that we're looking at here is the actual Parsec machine that Rachel will be connecting to here in a minute. So that's where you're actually going to generate that share link. And it works pretty much like a share link that you would find in your favorite messaging app or your favorite screen sharing app or whatever you have. You click the big blue share button here, generates a nice parsec.gg link. I'm doing a bit of movie magic here in the background to send this off to Rachel via Slack, but she now has that Parsec link in her message inbox. When she clicks on that link, we'll see how that interacts with the session.
So I click on the link and it opens up this web page, and I'm going to click to connect, and it's going to send him the connection request.
So as you see on my screen now, I have both a notification in the Windows taskbar as well as a notification inside of the Parsec app in order to accept or reject this connection request. Of course, in this case, we're going to go ahead and accept that connection request and see that Rachel has joined. Now, I can also see from the app and from the Parsec overlay that Rachel is a guest inside of this session.
And as soon as he accepted that connection, I was brought into his computer. And right now, all I can control is the Parsec overlay button. I can't move or click on anything else on his computer until he gives me permission.
Which I'm going to go ahead and do right now. So say, for example, myself and Rachel are working together on a bit of footage that I shot a couple of weeks ago atop the CN Tower here in Toronto. So I'm going to go ahead and give her access to the keyboard and mouse from within the Parsec app itself, and then open up the DaVinci Resolve application.
And so now that he's granted me access, I can actually control things on his computer. And so I'm moving the timeline forward and backward now.
So that is Parsec for collaboration. Three very simple options for getting into a friend's computer or a coworker's computer to collaborate and shoulder surf.
Parsec lets you virtually walk over.
All right. Thank you, Rachel and Daniel, for the demonstrations. I'm going to pass the floor over to them now so that they can review any questions that have been submitted to the Q&A. Again, if anybody has any questions, whether it's about today's presentation or something within your own specific Parsec workflows, please drop them in the Q&A. We're happy to take some time to answer them now.
So I see a question here, is sharing only a one-to-one activity or can I share with multiple people for review? And you can share with multiple people. So we have customers who in fact do use Parsec for reviews. So multiple people can jump in on one computer and get that excellent quality view of whatever project they're showing on that computer.
All right, we got another question here. How many screens can I have? So good question. Parsec supports up to 3 displays. Those displays can be run up to 4K, as well as at certain resolutions, we can do up to 240 frames per second. We're just about the only people in town that can do a frame rate that high, but out of the box, we do 60 frames per second on 3 screens.
Great. And someone asked, is Parsec color accurate? And so, yes, color accuracy can be really important to a lot of our customers, especially in media and entertainment. So we do stream in full range 8-bit color. We also, by default, will stream in with 420 chroma subsampling, but we have an option to enable 444 color as well.
So we do have another question here. How do I know my computer is secure? Can I share with anybody outside of my team? It's a really good question. So by default, Parsec cannot share. That share link will not work outside of your team. If you send it to somebody at a competing organization, for example, they'll get denied when they click on that share link and attempt to join. Now, even inside of your organization, your administrator can actually set parameters on which groups are allowed to connect to one another. So inside of your organization, you could have 2 groups like the 3D animation group and the finance group, for example. Chances are the finance group and the 3D animators probably don't need to share screens all the time. So we can actually control which groups they're allowed to actually make connections to. So if the 3D animators need to work with the sound design people, those 2 groups could be allowed to make connections to one another so that they can collaborate and shoulder serve together.
All right, and we have another one asking, are there any limitations with the internet speed needed to use this feature? So, it depends. If you just have a couple people connecting in or one person, as in our example video, you're not going to notice any difference than if you were using Parsec with one person assigned to a workstation, like the typical use case. Of course, at some point, since that host is, sending that information out over the internet, the internet bandwidth on the host side, it eventually will become the limitation, but it's going to depend on how many users, what resolution, what activity is going on in the screen, and what the internet capability there is.
And kind of on that note too, so we did get another question about how many people can collaborate at one time on Parsec. The current default built-in limit, I believe, is 20 users. Anything past that, you're going to want to look into some sort of broadcast suite, just because it's, for one, going to be chaos having that many people on one computer, all with keyboard and mouse at the same time. And 2, Parsec's really designed for smaller group collaboration. So if you're working like myself, Rachel, and Avery, which are the 3 presenters here on the call, we can all work together on one machine. But if you need to share it out to a large group of people, you're going to want to look into something a little bit different. But that being said, we can handle about up to 20 pretty efficiently within Parsec.
And then someone asked, does it work with Windows, Mac, and Linux? So for hosting, we work with Windows and Mac, and then client side, you could have Windows, Mac, or Linux.
So on that same note, we did get another question about the hardware and software mix. So with sharing and connections, there's no limitations on the specific types of machines that you can connect to. So you would be able to connect to a Mac from a PC from a Mac. You could make a connection to a Mac or a PC from a Linux machine. There's no specific limitations when it comes to the software, apart from, of course, we can't host on Linux yet, but you can make a connection to any machine from any machine.
And we have a couple questions about Wacom. So can we collaborate in this manner with Wacom? And so yes, Parsec does support Wacom tablets, Intuos and Cintiq display types, with great accuracy and fidelity. It's something that is really important to a lot of our customers, so we're frequently putting out improvements to get it, even better performance with that. But you could absolutely connect into a computer with a drawing app running and actually modify, just as I was modifying the timeline on Daniel's screen, you could modify with a pin as well.
Awesome. Somebody else asked about inviting contractors that don't work at your company. That is also a good use case for Parsec. So the guest access piece, which we didn't touch on a bunch in the demo, but is a pretty major capability of Parsec. Guest access allows you to introduce some granularity to that actual sharing. So as opposed to the link sharing, which is valid as long as that session is, or the friend sharing, which is always valid, guest access is time constrained. So you would be able to say from, what time is it? 1:15 today until 1:15 tomorrow. Say Rachel is our outside contractor here. I could then invite Rachel to my session during that very specific window. And on top of that too, we have permission controls built in. So if Rachel doesn't need access to gamepad, keyboard, and mouse, I can turn those off within guest access so that when she does join, she can only see what's happening. And we've actually had some customers use this for larger playtesting events. Ubisoft used it for a fairly large event. So it's very helpful if you do need to bring in folks outside of your organization for temporary access.
Does anyone else have any more questions? It looks like we've gone through the whole list in the queue.
All right. Well, if we don't have any more questions now, thank you both for answering the Q&A today. And thank you to everyone else for attending the webinar on collaborating with Parsec. If you have any more questions that we didn't get to, we will answer them via email, or if you haven't sent it yet, you can send it to our sales team and we'll get back to you. If you have any more questions about Parsec for Teams or Enterprise in general, you can reach out to our sales team, or you can start a free 14-day trial. And again, if you're interested in Sync Sketch for more detailed annotations, reviews, and collaboration, check out their website and keep your eyes peeled because we will have another webinar with them. Thanks again, everyone.